I have no idea how to start this video, so I'm just going to open with the Popcorn Baron flavors tier list. Here is everything that I have had over the last several years. After all these years, chorizo is still at the top of the list. I get a bigger bag every year that I go, and it is not enough. Alright, let's talk about Dragon Ball. I thought about talking about the whole weekend during this video, but I think for me, it's more important to talk about Dragon Ball specifically while we're here. TLDR, the whole weekend was good. My goat Piper got, I think it was 49th in Strive over the weekend. One of the few of us to actually make it out of pools. Played really fucking good cards over the weekend. Had some amazing food with great, like, friends that I will have in my heart forever. Like, met incredible people, made incredible new friends, lots and lots of good stuff. On the topic of Dragon Ball specifically, it was such a shift compared to the last couple of years that I've been. Now, there were 80-ish people in Dragon Ball. I think it was like 86 in the bracket. There were not a whole lot of us compared to like the 1,000 or whatever that were in Strive and Street Fighter and Tekken. Like, those games had 50 million people. Meanwhile, we barely had enough for a top 8. But I think because of that, the community, like the little groups that we were in for our pools, were so much tighter knit. Kind of everybody knew each other. Like, I was one of the few new people, it felt like, that showed up to the tournament, and it was incredible from my perspective because everybody showed up and I talked to a bunch of people. You're seeing footage of one of the people that I got to talk to. Student. This guy is the coolest motherfucker ever. I watched him play in pools. I talked to him a little bit afterwards, and I watched him coach, quote unquote, just like show somebody some like Kid Buu tech, just like in between games. And like, this is just like the sweetest guy on the planet. Like, not only is he one of the best in the game currently, like, I don't remember what his final placement was. At this point, I have not actually gotten to finish watching the VOD because I have not been able to find it anywhere. It just went up. Like, Yipes just made it public on his Twitch. So, like, I haven't actually seen the whole thing yet. But just, like, the coolest dude. And I know that he made top 8. But, like, I talked to him in between rounds, and I was just like, yeah, I mean, like, I went 0-2. I lost to Dave in loser's side. It always sucks to have a team kill, but he told me that he was just like, Leona, you're getting so much better at Dragon Ball. Just like, it's night and day from just a couple of months ago. And that has stuck with me since then. It's been about a week and I'm still thinking about it. And Student, I told him, I was just like, yeah, like, I played when the game came out, but I never really took it seriously. I didn't take fighting games seriously until I started playing Strive in Season 1. Or, the tail end of Season 1, beginning of Season 2. And, this is what my team is. And he was just like, that sounds like an incredible team. If you have any questions, I would be more than happy to help you. So I just talked with him for a bit about the game. Because this guy loves it so much. He sat down while he was teaching somebody else about the Kid Buu loops. And he was like, obviously it's nice if you can, like, get good at the game and make top 8 and get, like, enough food, or, like, win money to make back the plane ticket or the hotel or whatever. But he was like, I am here because I love this game. I'm here because I love the people that play it. And I'm here to spend time with the friends that I've made along the way. And I was like, that's everything. That is everything to me. That is everything that fighting games are about to me. That is everything to me. I'm blinded by myself sometimes. By, like, my own, like, the mental blocks in my head. I am blinded by, like, you know, how I was raised. You know, growing up and being like, well, if you're not good at this, you fucking give up. You suck shit, die. But that's not what this is. Like, this is about getting together and fostering a group of people, a group of friends, to do something as a group, like as a community, to celebrate in the game that we love, to enjoy the camaraderie between people, between human beings. It's so beautiful. Like, look at this. Look at this suave motherfucker. Look at that. Look at that. He knows he's got that shit on. He knows he's got that shit on. Look at that. Love this guy. What a cool motherfucker. Becca. Miss Lucky Star. God, what a sweetheart. God, she's so beautiful. What was I saying? No, I watched her sets. She went into losers in, like, round 2, I think? I don't remember. It was, like, pretty early on that when she went into losers. But, like, was 1 win out of making it the top 8. Literally 1 win out of making it the top 8. 9th overall. It was a heartbreaking game to watch because it was just, like, just snagged by a 2H and the game was over. It's just brutal. But, like, we all, like, sign up for this knowing that that's how the game is played sometimes. It's just, like, sometimes you get tagged by like an anti-air or, like, a light button and then you explode. And, like, that's how the game goes. But, Becca helped me a lot getting here, gave me a lot of advice, gave me the resources that I need to get better. And I will cherish her as a friend from this point on. Thank you, Becca. Appreciate you a lot. You mean a lot to me. And finally, I'm at CD Mangaka. CD Mangaka played against Lucky Star in bracket, which was just, that set was so much fun to watch. Those two have, like, such good camaraderie between each other. Like, they were just, like, fucking around, having a good time. He was just, like, sitting down, you know, obviously he had to commentate. You know, he had commentated Strive like the day before and needed to, like, go commentate top 8. He was like, I need you to kill me here so I could go do my job. It was so much fun. It was so nice to see that kind of relationship between two people that are so good at the game. Just monsters out here beating each other to death. It was so much fun. And then after their set, I went up to him and talked to him because I was just like, hey, man, your work means a lot to me as somebody who aspires to be a commentator. Like, obviously I am a commentator for, like, some things, like very, very small niche things, like the Lars tournaments, and I've commentated for Pride FGC before, but, like, the works of people like CD Mangaka mean a lot to me. Just, like, the love that they have for the things that they do is what inspires me to do what I do. So I went up and talked to him, I shook his hand, I gave him my name, and was like, hey, man, I really, really love what you do. I'm excited to hear you on the mic. Your game was fucking sick. You commentated the one TNS that I was in. That was so cool. Thank you so much. And immediately he was just like, thank you. What's your tag? I flipped my name tag over and he was just like, thank you, Leona. I really mean that. Thank you for saying such nice things to me. And I was like, dog, this is the coolest fucking weekend of my life. I love doing all of this shit. It does not get any better than this. It really doesn't. As for my own run, obviously I went 0-2. That was not surprising to me. I was like, my problem was that I had to win in order to get any further than an 0-2. I had to win my first game against somebody that I didn't know, and or pray to God that Dave won his first game, because if we both lost, we were meeting up in losers, and there's no fucking way I'm beating Dave. There was no fucking way I'm beating Dave. That guy plays like a fucking maniac. But I committed. I did not play Jiren at all. I tested my controller a little bit, like when I was doing button checks. I played Jiren for one game and was just like, no, this is not what I came here to do. And immediately after that, I played like 5 games of casuals right before pools, and then I was just like, nope, I'm sticking with Daima for the whole way. And while I got my ass kicked, Daima feels good on this team. Daima feels very good on this team. You trade out the immediate power of like the Jiren beam for like the larger hitbox of Daima Goku's Kamehameha assist. But like as a character, I mean, it's a brand new fucking Dragon Ball character. Obviously, he's got all the fucking juice he needs to be successful. I didn't see a whole lot of people playing Daima over the weekend, but like I can only assume that's because he was so new and people were like, nah, I'm just gonna play what works. But I had a great time with him. I've had a great time with him since he came out. If you want to watch any of the combos that I've been learning with Daima Goku, it hasn't been a ton. Just because I spent like maybe 4 days before the bracket learning how to play him. You can check those out on my Blue Sky. I'll have like a link to them in the description below. But this is not going to be the end of learning Dragon Ball with Leona. I refuse to let it be. Here's what's going to happen for the rest of the year. Dragon Ball needs more time in the oven. I do not feel like I fully have a grasp on the game in the way that I have in previous versions of this series with like Grand Blue and Tekken. Like, I do not feel like I have enough in the game to say that, like, yes, I can continue with this confidently. So, what I am going to do is I'm going to play in Pride FGC. I'm going to try to commentate it. We'll see how that goes. But I'm just going to play more and more and more. I'm going to learn the Daima Goku loops. I'm going to actually get the Kefla rejump down. I'm going to learn how to best use 21 assists in combos. Because, like, I saw people over the weekend that actually knew how to link them from move to move in the middle of combos. Like, actually modify just like the basic 21 B and B to put like an assist in there and then like get the same ender. And I was just like, I never even thought about that. And like that's one of the biggest for me, that's one of the biggest pluses of going to majors, is that you just like see a million people playing the game, and you can learn so much just by watching like all of the people playing the game and seeing what each individual does differently. Be like, oh shit, I had no idea that you could do that with like Vanish, or like, you know, I did not know that Android 21's like standard B&B could be, you know, you could add in the Saiyan Ki Blast special and then continue it with the air version of the connoisseur cut to finish the combo and still get another steal. I had no idea that you could do stuff like that. Not a clue. And that's awesome. I love seeing that shit. I'm going to try to implement as much of this as I can over the next couple of months. So, learning Dragon Ball with Leona will continue. There will not be one every month. I'm going to try to do one every other month. I feel like I need to spend a ton of time just like in a hole training to make the best out of this game. So, there will not be another one of these in June. There will be one in July. I'm off again in August, and then we're going to do September, skip October, and then we're going to finish in November. I hope that sounds good to you guys. That sounds pretty good to me. It gives me time to actually train on some stuff like in my free time, and then play more tournaments and have maybe like longer versions of these where I go over more about what I've been learning and what I'm doing. I hope that works for everybody, because that's what works for me. If it doesn't work for you, I'm sorry. I can't help it. Welcome to having a 9 to 5. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching this. There is going to be more. Special shout outs to the entire Lars crew for being like the best friends that I could ever ask for, watching me and cheering me on throughout the weekend, helping me up, picking me up off the ground when I'm at my lowest. Shoutouts to all of the people that I met over the weekend, all of the artists that I met. Shout out to Radio Starkiller for enabling my biking propaganda. Shout out to Piggy Nuka for saying hi, recognizing me. That was wild. The little Senko sticker. Sorry, Shenko? I'm so bad at pronouncing her name. But the little sticker was nice. I got a picture of her in her cosplay. That was fun. Shout out to CD Mangaka. Shout out to Student. And basically all, like, shout out to all the guys that were just hanging out around the Dragon Ball tables, just like shooting the shit, talking shit to all of their friends, having a great time, just like making the best of the weekend. And shout out to Lucky Star. Becca, thank you so much for helping me. Just like the random straggler that just had no idea what I was getting myself into, but the little time that you could spare, you spent it on me to teach me more about the game, help me improve, give me the resources that I need. I love you, sister. Thank you so much. That's everything, guys. Another combo breaker. And I will see you guys. I'll see you guys at Combo Breaker in Chicago next year. But I'll see you guys next week for a new beginning. Bye, everybody.